Some people always say that they would do anything for the ones they love, but when it really matters the most, they're the first ones who easily give up the fight. It's so easy to make such promises to your romantic partner, especially when times are great, but what would happen if you find your relationship was facing the most challenging obstacles? Can you survive the tests of true and genuine love? Or are you just one of the many who don't have the courage and the patience to deserve a happy and long-lasting relationship? Here are the signs that your relationship will not last. You always choose your words to hide what you truly feel. The best relationships are built on honesty and openness, not on lies and deceit. Some people in a relationship think that carefully choosing their words in order to manipulate the truth can prevent arguments and unnecessary fights. While it might sound noble, you're not actually protecting your partner's feelings. You're just too scared that your partner will see who you truly are. You have to know that your partner deserves openness, the same truthfulness that they will willingly give to you without hesitation. White lies may save you from the present, but they will surely haunt you in the future. You don't want to talk about or take on the bad times. You're a great partner when days are happy and times are great, but when it comes to the trying times and rainy days, you become too afraid to face them head on. You hide from your responsibilities in the relationship and just leave your partner to face them on their own. You only emerge once the dust has settled and the storm has passed. If you think the scenario above is familiar to you, then there are things that you really should think about if you want your relationship to last. You're not capable of finding the right work-life balance. It's totally understandable if you prioritize work above all other aspects of your life. In fact, a good partner will even encourage you to aim higher and promise you that they will be there by your side in every step of the way. However, the problem comes when you're unable to give your time and attention to your relationship. For instance, do you feel that your relationship is just a bonus and you don't feel the need to do your part as a partner? Do you think of your girlfriend or boyfriend as a mere distraction? If you agree with these two questions, then accept that you're in for a breakup sooner than you think. You want your partner to represent your definition of perfection. You have this picture of an ideal girl or guy in your head, and you want your partner to fit these impossible descriptions. While it's important to aspire for a perfect partner, you have to make sure that you too deserve perfection. The problem is, people's idea of a perfect partner are often inspired by unrealistic standards set by fictional characters, models in a magazine, television actors, superhero figures, and so on. The only thing that you really have to do here is accept the reality that you have and appreciate what your partner has to offer. You easily give up on your relationship when times are tough. You always threaten to end the relationship if things aren't going your way. Sometimes you even want to break up with your partner just because you're not strong enough to face the consequences of your wrong decisions. If you observe the same pattern in your relationship, then it wouldn't be surprising if you don't end up together. You're not supportive of your partner's professional goals. In order to survive in this world, you need to be practical. Just like what a famous line from a classic song says, "Love won't keep you alive." While love can let you live a happy and inspiring life, you'll need to focus on other equally important and practical things too: personal, financial, and professional goals. This is why it can be impractical and unfair to your partner if you always make them feel that their professional goals are not important. If you're in a relationship with someone driven and goal-oriented, then keeping up with their dreams can both be a privilege and a test of true commitment. You talk about them behind their back. Talking about your partner behind their back is the greatest insult that you can ever give someone, especially if you're in a relationship with this person. It's an unforgivable act of betrayal if you always talk to your friends about what's happening in your relationship, especially when it comes to your partner's deepest secrets, or if it's about the things that took them a tremendous amount of faith and courage to tell you. If you break their trust this way, it's just a matter of time until they finally realize that you don't deserve their truth. You always ignore or even underestimate their ideas. Your partner needs to feel that their ideas matter, and you need to understand that you're not the only person in the relationship who knows what they're doing. Just like any type of partnership, you need to be willing and open to each other's ideas. Ignore these things, and you'll always find yourself arguing and fighting over trivial matters. You think that helping them out is costing too much of your time. If you don't have the time to be with your partner, especially when they need someone to give them a hand, then you shouldn't be in a relationship in the first place. Remember that being in a partnership means that you're doing your part and helping each other out, especially if there is no one else to lend them a hand. You're a good talker and a terrible listener. Do you always find yourself hogging the spotlight during conversations? Do you take up most of your talk time and forget that your partner has their stories to tell too? Being a good listener is one of the qualities of a good partner, and it can make a huge difference if you want your relationship to last. Hopefully these pieces of advice will help you finally find your forever. For others who just realized why their previous relationships didn't work out, then it's high time that you learned your lessons. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and of course subscribe to Truth Code if you haven't already, and follow us on Instagram and like our page on Facebook as well.